Give it up for yourselves for being here. You're the best. You're the best. Everyone else, second best or less. As Michael said, my name is Alex Grindeland. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So let me do a quick survey. By show of hands, who has never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? Never seen? All right, so everyone over here. All right, for the rest of you, this is going to be redundant. That's all right. And actually, now by show of hands, who's seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very first time tonight? Should have been the same people. Should have been the same hands. All right. Okay. I'll actually ask the opposite question now. Now by show of hands, who's seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very last time tonight? Very judgmental. All right, well, for the uninitiated, let me give you the quick rundown here. Most of the time, when people hear the word comedy, they think stand-up comedy. That's what that is. Some guy with a microphone telling a bunch of jokes that he wrote down in his notebook and practiced in front of the mirror at home and then got up on stage, told those jokes. That's not what we specialize in here at First Coast Comedy. Here we specialize in improvised comedy. What does that mean? That means that you made the decision to pay money to see a show that we have not bothered to make a plan for. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to get a bunch of suggestions from you, the audience. Hey, say that with me. You, the audience. One more time. You, the audience. Excellent. So let's practice a little bit of that. Let's say you go to anybody in this area over here. Anybody over here, I want you to think of just your favorite color and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Blue. I heard blue most loudly and clearly. I would take the suggestion of blue. I might go to anybody in this middle-ish area here. I might say anybody in the middle area. I want you to think of any animal you might find in a barnyard and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Good. You found a loophole in the system. Just say it before 3. The host will still take it. Very good. I may go to anybody in this section over here. I might say anybody in this section. I want you to think of your mother's maiden name and your social security number. And shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, good. Very wise, very smart choice you've made here. So that's how suggestions are gotten. When you have a suggestion, please do shout it out loudly and proudly, as I will always try and take the very first thing that I hear. So the next thing you need to know is because I am asking you to shout things out through the course of the show, and because our 7 o'clock show is always live streamed to the internet, where there could be children watching. Keep that in mind when you're deciding what words and topics to shout out to inspire the show tonight. If you have some filthy, depraved ideas you want to shout out, come back to our 9:30 show. You will love it. But for the 7 o'clock show, we're going to do a clean show. Yes, clapping good. Yes, good. It is a legally binding clap. The next thing you need to know before we get started is at various points throughout the show tonight, we will be asking for the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. So without me saying any more about that, who thinks that later in the show you might possibly consider potentially raising your hand and come up here and helping us out in the game? I see a hand right there. I see a hand right there. I see a hand over there. Give it up for the 3 bravest among you. The 3 bravest among you. For the rest of you who did not raise your hand, I know why you didn't raise your hand. I've been doing this for a long time. And it's always the same and only one reason people don't raise their hand to volunteer and help out in an improv comedy show. The reason is because at some point in your life, you saw a comedian be mean to somebody. And you said to yourself, I'm not giving him the chance. Well, first of all, tonight there happens to be only 2 rows worth of people, and I can see everybody. So that is to say, if we wanted to be mean to you, we could, but we don't do that. It's not that kind of a show. In fact, it's the opposite of that kind of show. If you choose to volunteer, send electrical impulses to your arm, causing it to raise in the air, we will do everything within our power to make sure you feel great about that decision. We changed our mind.
No, I would like to volunteer these 2. They're from England. Okay. And they need to help you a lot.
Okay, well, I tell you what, here at First Coast Comedy, we have this rule. If you try to volunteer other people, you don't volunteer yourself. So I expect you'll be volunteering later, sir. Very good. All right, so we never force anybody up on stage who did not do that magic trick of sending electrical impulses to their brain and levitating their own arm. But once again, if you choose to volunteer, you will be very happy you did it, because we will do everything we can to make you look and feel awesome about that. And, by the way, if you choose to volunteer, you will win a prize.
Oh.
Ooh. Everyone say ooh. Yeah. Everyone say ah. Everyone say I will do that now. I will do that now. All right, you'll volunteer. Excellent, good. All right, so the prize is random. We're not sure what it can be. You know, it could be either a brand new iPad, could be, might be, or it might be totally random. Could be a free pass to come back to a future show. I don't know.
A little bit far to travel.
I'm sorry?
A little bit far to travel.
A little far to travel? Well, after the show, you're going to be like, worth it. So,
Excellent.
you know? Or give it to a friend before you get on the plane. Well, he'll be back, yeah. So you can volunteer at least 3 more times. All right, so, I told you that you got to shout out the suggestions in order to make the show happen. I told you about volunteering. I told you it's an early show, so we're keeping it clean for this show. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce some people who don't get to share in the blinding spotlights of the stage, but who are just as much relevant to making this a great experience for you. Hey, when you walked in the door here at First Coast Comedy, you immediately felt warm and welcome. Yes, you were only 3 steps in the building, and there was a kind face to greet you, say hello, bring you to your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our box office attendant. That is Becca! And hey, some of you, I'm looking around and I can see that you have figured out that there are chemicals in this building that will take a funny show and make it an even funnier show for you. And those chemicals were procured to you by our bartender, Steve! And over there in the tech booth, dropping exactly the right sound cue at exactly the right moment to make us all feel livened to this experience. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Michael! He gets everyone else who's really rocking, and like, yeah, good, we've got momentum going, and then he does that. And then it's...
You're welcome.
Thanks, Michael. All right, so the next thing we need to know is I feel really warmed up. The players backstage are warmed up. There's one more group of people we need to get warmed up. Who could it be? Oh, it must be you, the
Audience.
One more time, you, the
Audience.
So the way that we do that here at First Coast Comedy is something we call the clapometer, or for the British, the clapometer. So that works like this. We start at a 1, and we work our way up to a 10. So like a 1... be like a nice, polite golf clap, or I'm seeing some live theater clap, all right? And then every time I say the next number, we're going to double the previous level of applause and screaming. So by the time we get to 4, 5, 6, hooting and hollering and screaming, totally appropriate. And then by the time we get to 10, we're gonna blow the roof off of this joint. But the only other caveat I want to add to this is, and I'm only saying this because I think it's funny for me, is that when we get to 8, can I ask your name?
Elaine.
Elaine?
Yeah.
Elaine, when it gets to 8, you're the only one who gets to cheer. Everyone else,
okay.
they got to be silent.
Right, okay.
But 8 belongs to you.
8's mine.
Yeah, it's right here. Okay, good. All right, very good. All right, so everyone, 8 belongs to Elaine. So here we go. We got to earn it. Let's start at nice, polite level 1. And a 2. And a 3. And a 4. Screaming is appropriate at 5. And a 6. And a 7. Late, only late.
8.
Oh, 8. Oh, yeah, you're right. 8. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, yeah. 9.
Let's keep those applause going and let's bring our players to the stage. That's right, let's give it up for and the Jared Jackson, Dave Morgan, Madeline Grindeline, Jordy Kalinowski, and let's bring back your host, Alex Grindeline.
How did you do that?
It's a magic show, not just a comedy show. All right, so let me get all the players up here for very, very first game. So in this first game, what I need from anybody in this area over here, I need you to shout out the name of the person sitting next to you.
Ellie.
Dan.
Ellie! Hey, are you Ellie? All right, Ellie, this story is going to be about you. All right? So, from anybody over here, what's a delightful experience that you hope Ellie experiences, whether that is a real thing that can happen or like not a real thing, like goes to Mars or
Disney World.
Disney World. Well, we're in Florida. That could, California, I guess. All right, Ellie goes to Disneyland, World. Okay, World.
It's here.
Yeah, it's here.
We've been there.
Oh, we've been there. I didn't know if I was in a world or a land. All right, so Ellie goes to Disney World. Somebody shout out for me a celebrity with a recognizable speech pattern.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, very good.
Is he here?
Ellie goes to Disney World with Arnold Schwarzenegger is the name of the story. So here's what's going to happen. In the game of story, I'll be pointing at a player. That player will be talking and telling the story. I'll pull my finger away. That player will immediately stop talking. I'll point at another player. That player will pick up exactly where the previous player left off, whether that's in the middle of a sentence or even in the middle of a word or a diphthong. And if a player does not pick up exactly where the previous player left off, that player will be out of there. Everybody say and do that with me. Put your hands in the clappatory position. They will be out of there. If a player stutters and stammers, they just can't form words, they will be out of there. If they cause an obvious grammatical or narrative error, they will be out of there. And if they accidentally spit on anybody in the first row, they will be wet. They'll be wet. There's no foul for that. All right, so this is the story of Ellie goes to Disney World with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And to begin.
Ellie was tired of her humdrum life as an accountant. She decided to go on Reddit and find
the way to Disney World and have a friend go with her. So she put on her mouse ears, she got on
Her computer, and she typed a message to her good friend Arnold Schwarzenegger. She begged him to come with her to her favorite vacation spot. She can't wait to see what his response was going to be. She waited and waited and waited, and finally, after several minutes, there was a response. Arnold Schwarzenegger said,
I would love to go to Disney World.
I can't wait to go to Disney World.
"Guys, I got nothing going on, so I got to do you go, and I'm gonna be."
Go over there and do some things with you. I will grab the Hummer and we will get to the chopper quickly.
All right, get it. Get in the Hummer to the chopper to go to Disney World. Okay, I understand now. All right. So there's no eliminations in that round. They all did so good. So I'm going to make the game a little bit more challenging for the players. From anybody over here, give me a well-known European accent. British, all right, British. Right. And you two, if you think his British is not accurate enough,
Out of here.
yeah, you can give an can you do that for me? Yeah, if you don't like it, all right.
I don't have long to go.
All right. For right here, give me another well-known European accent. Scottish, very good. And over here, give me another one. German. Very good. Give me an American dialect other than the Southern, because we're
Cajun.
Cajun. Very good. Okay, and give me one more.
Indian.
Indian. Okay, we'll take it. Sure.
That's close to Europe.
Yeah, that's the European dialect of Indian. All right. Here we go. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
And they got down to Space Mountain first. That's where they went. They got on Space Mountain. They started
Going all the way up it, and then they went, oh my goodness, I cannot wait until we reach the top because we get to do the big drop. Yeah, I love the big drop.
Drop! And that's when they dropped down! They made the big drop on the Space Mountain! And Arnold Schwarzenegger screamed,
Yeah.
I
I don't know, it sounded like a perfect chorley to me. All right, he is. All right, so let's change it up here. Somebody give me a genre of film. Horror. Give me another genre of film. Drama. Give me another one.
Sci-fi.
I heard science fiction, and did you say rom-com?
Rom-com.
And romance comedy. All right, so they're now going to tell the story, but every time I change it, the nature of the story is going to change from horror to science fiction to romance comedy. You see how it works? All right, so here we go. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
And they had just gotten off of Space Mountain. As they were walking down the path back into the park, all of a sudden, all the lights went out. It was dark, and they heard
a noise. And the noise was the sound that they went to sleep to every night, which was their mother's voice, their late mother, saying, "Baby, I miss you." It reminded them of how they had to put down their dog.
And then they went to space. Actual space, where all of the dogs came back to life on the spaceship. And they said, "Oh, look, Arnold."
Yes, the dogs are back to behaving again. This is awesome. Please come closer to me.
Ellie wasn't Sharon. She was a bit apprehensive, but he's such a strong and amazing looking man.
Please come into my arms.
So Ellie gently
Caressed his face and said, "This will be the last we ever see of..."
Each other until we're on Mars. Because that's where we're going to
B. And that's when Arnold Schwarzenegger suddenly realized that he was possessed. Possessed by
another demon. This demon,
fortunately sounded just like Christopher Walken. So Arnold Schwarzenegger began to speak.
And now Christopher Walken joined the crew on the
adventure. So, you and me and me and you.
and you and me, and me and you, we're gonna take a walk.
I don't even know. I don't know where to go.
Okay, he is. So just where we're clear what's happening in the story. Ellie and Arnold are on a spaceship. There's a bunch of dogs around them, and Arnold has become possessed by Christopher Walken, so his voice should undulate between Christopher Walken and Arnold. Very good. All right, so let's and just to make even one more level of complication, here's what I'm going to do. Somebody give me a style of live stage theater other than improv, because that'd be too
Opera.
Opera. Very good. Give me another style of live stage theater.
Improv.
No, we're doing. You said musical. Okay, well we'll take two musical. We got opera, which is a very different musical style than musical. Okay. All right, and give me any playwright or really well-known author. Oh, somebody said Shakespeare. All right, Shakespeare. All right, so we're gonna now do it as when I'm pointing at Madeline, it's an opera. When I'm pointing at Johnny, it's a musical, and when I point at Dan, it's a Shakespearean play. So here we go. Here we go. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Hey, Arnold, what do you know? Look at the dogs. They're all here on the show.
Ooh, and they need some help from you. And they will need some help from you because they've got to find their doggy crew. It's a doggy spaceship, a one below, to get to Earth with Arnold, yes, you know.
And from the light from the rockets, the stars, the planets, the moons. For this fantasy of romance and horror, it has become infatuatingly exciting.
I was enthralled.
All right, Johnny is out of there. Wow. All right. Okay.
I'm just as surprised as you.
Johnny was eliminated by being too infatuated by Dan, which aren't we all? It brings us to our final round. This is just going to be the rapid fire round. I'm going to do these switches real fast, so you better be on top of it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'll give them a little bit of encouragement. It's Ellie, it's Arnold, Christopher Walken is there somewhere, sort of. Here we go, players, begin.
So, they're on the spaceship. There's dogs everywhere. Arnold's really
upset. He's talking loud. He's saying, "Wow, gotta go out to the
ship, and for now we need to be getting home
real soon." And Allie said, "I'm gonna stop you right there, Arnold. Listen, before we get on this
spaceship."
Oh, I'm sorry. He said this, he repeated this. Dan is out of there. Madeline is the winner. Baby power. Woo. She's winning for two, everybody. All right. So for this next game, we do need the help of our very first fun-loving audience volunteer. But before you feel too much pressure, I'm going to give you a hint on what the volunteer in this game would need to do. We're all going to do this together, all right? So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do like this sort of emotion, like a bomb falling and exploding, and you are all going to make the sound effect that accompanies it. Let's all do this together. Here we go. Good. And let's see here. I'm in the forest and I hear a bunch of owls. That's good. That's good. Oh, and there's branches everywhere and dry leaves. You're doing so good, everybody. I tell you what, if you think the person next to you did some pretty good sound effects, take a moment to turn to that person and went, "You did some pretty good sound effects." Encourage them. Wow, you could probably get up there and do this game. All right, so now that you've felt some encouragement, is there anybody here who would like to volunteer for our game, knowing that that's basically what you'll need to do in this game? This guy, come on up here. Give it up for Matt, everybody. Hey, Matt, why don't you have a seat in that chair right there, over there?
I get his microphone.
Yeah, you get a microphone. All right, Matt, is it your first time here at First Coast Comedy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, do me a favor. Lean into that microphone and say your name nice and loud.
Matt.
Yeah, you got the answer correct and everything. All right, so, and Matt, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to take your hands, cup them around the microphone, and just make the echoey sound. Say your name one more time.
Matt.
There we go. All right, so keep them there for the whole game, if you don't mind. And we're going to do a little bit more practice here. Matt, do that with the cuppy thing with your hands. There's a door in front of me. I'm going to see if anybody's home. I'm going to ring the doorbell. Here we go. Ding dong. That's good. All right. I'm going to knock on the door one more time. Here we go. Knocking on the door. Yeah, I'm strong. All right. I know these people pretty well. It's an old creaky door. I'm going to open this old creaky door. It's their cat, Flippy Floppy the cat. Oh, Flippy Floppy just got really mad. Yeah, good. All right. Give it up for Matt. So, in this game, what's going to happen is you're going to do all the sound effects. The players will lead you up to the sounds they need, just like I did just now. So, for this scene, anybody at all, shout out for me the profession of someone that you know, or yourself.
Fitness instructor.
Fitness instructor. Excellent. So, the suggestion for the scene is going to be a fitness instructor in the game of audience sound effects with the help of Matt. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, give Matt some encouragement.
Oh,
my favorite students will be here soon. Oh, I gotta get these barbells back up on the barbell holder. Ugh, just disintegrated. This one over here looks nice and strong, though. Let's put it on here. There we go. Perfect. I think I'll turn on just some of that low bass beat on the radio here. Yeah, that's gonna get everybody good in the mood. Fingers through the wind chimes. Yeah. All right. Ooh, well. Oh, I hear. Is that a knock on the door? Come in, as open as always.
Okay.
Hey, Coach Jackson. It's good to see you. I brought my yoga mat. Let me just throw it on the ground here.
Oh, that's it. You got the upgrade this past week.
I did. After the last few broke, I figured I better get a sturdy one.
That sounds just fine there. So, we're going to do a little bit of some rumba today, so I brought you some of these maracas.
Oh! Oh.
Oh, you got it pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I guess I better get on this here treadmill, because I've got cardio to do, right?
That's right. Let me switch it on for you. And get ready. See how it's so silent? All you hear is your own footsteps.
Oh, no, it's speeding up. My maracas, too.
I'll apply the handbrake. I probably saved your life with that one.
Hey, Matt, come on up here for just a second. Hey, Matt, you're not going home empty-handed. You're going home with a whoa. A free pass to come back to a future show. You were all about to be so impressed when I did this cool magic trick, but now you just saw this. And now you don't get to have that experience. All right. So, this next game, actually, I have a question for you, Matt. Would you recommend the experience of being a volunteer here at First Coast Comedy to others?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so 5 stars?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, very good. So, with this glowing endorsement from Matt, is there anybody here who would like to volunteer for our next game? Now, Matt had to make sounds and stuff. This person gets to be completely silent throughout the game. Now, remember, I only take a volunteer. Yeah, come on up here. Come on up here. Say your name nice and loud for everybody. Say your name.
You said he was going to be silent.
Oh.
I got you.
All right, well, I'm done, everybody. All right, so silent volunteer. Head on over there. The players will explain the game. All right. So for this game, what I need is what's an activity that you do outdoors, like pickleball or
Fishing.
fishing? All right. Suggestion of fishing. All right. In the game of moving bodies, what's going to happen is the players are going to perform a scene. However, they cannot move their own bodies. Our volunteer is going to provide all of the movement for them. So they're essentially giant action figures. So they can talk and say words, but if they want to, if the scene needs them to move their head, he's got to move their head. If the scene needs them to raise their arm, he's got to raise their arm. And if they need, and walk and all that. And so they will stay in whatever position he puts them in until he moves them again. Now, while they continue explaining, let me give you the briefest of brief First Coast Comedy related announcements. You're here at our 7 o'clock show. I mentioned earlier that there is a 9:30 show. That is a show, this is a show for everybody. That is a show for not everybody. That show, you can shout out any filthy, depraved suggestion you want, and then you can sit there and watch people act that out on stage, and then you can sit there and wonder why you wanted to see that in the first place. So if that sounds like your fancy, come on back to the 9:30 show. show. We can also travel for shows. We're not trapped in this building. It turned out when the wizard died, the curse was lifted, and we can now travel to your events. If you have an event that needs some private comedy entertainment, customized just for your group, whether that's a work event, a family event, a faith-based event, whatever, you contact us on our website, firstcoastcomedy.com, and we will customize a show just for you. But hey, what's the name of our website? It is firstcoastcomedy.com. Thank you very much. All right, and we've got the suggestion of fishing in the game of Moving Bodies. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Give them some encouragement, everybody.
All right, Grandpa, you brought me out here to the river where it's covered in bugs. Oh, I'm gonna swat the bugs that are in front of my face. I'm gonna swat all these bugs away.
Don't worry there, my little granddaughter. I got some bug spray over here. Let me go ahead and grab it. I'm spraying myself first. All right. Gotta take care of Grandpa first before my granddaughter. All right, here I come. I'm coming over, grandma daughter. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and there you go.
My eyes! Let me come on!
That's where the mosquitoes like to go. They like to go straight for the eyes. Yeah. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I hope I stop spraying. All right, there we go. That's good. All right, we're all done with the spray.
So much of that went in my mouth.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw this can away. Yeah, throw it in the river.
Listen, I'm just trying to be a good granddaughter and be a good sport, all right? So I did bring the fishing rod that you asked for. I brought Dad's fishing rod. It's right here on the ground. I'm just gonna grab it.
Oh, let me take a look at that. Let me take a look
I
at
really
that.
don't know how to hold it.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and take a look at that there. Oh, that's a beautiful fishing rod.
Actually, that's just the reel.
Oh yeah.
The rod isn't attached yet. I wasn't sure how to put them together. The rod's out here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's attach the rod to the reel there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's the last time we buy our gear at Walmart. Oh, honey, I'm gonna. This is your first time out fishing with Grandpa. I want to show you how Grandpa casts a rod. First of all, wow, there you go. Hope you're watching. That was fast. I didn't give you much lead up. All right.
I'm trying to watch, but I just really feel the emptiness of the fishing rod in my hand.
Hey, y'all, game warden here.
Oh no. What?
Yeah, go over. I'm gonna go over there too.
All right, you come over here at the same time. Yes. Game warden.
I'm gonna put my arms out directly in front of myself and tell this little girl to stop approaching me. Or I'm gonna walk over there and put my arms up. Stop approaching me!
What are you talking about? We're not threatening you. We're just trying to do some fishing. Oh, wait! Oh my gosh! I got a bite! Wait, I gotta reel it in! Maybe I should look towards the river so I can see what's going on!
Grandma, please! Move out of the way!
I'm reeling it in! Game warden! Get me a net!
I'll get the net! It's right in front of me! I'll walk over to the net! My legs!
Game warden, you can't stop us. We're catching a fish right now.
I'm just making sure that fish is of legal size.
All right. I absolutely understand.
Here's a net.
Okay. Let me continue reeling it in. I gotta reel it in faster. Yeah! Ooh, I got it. I'm gonna put it in the net. It's going in the net. Honey, is it in the net? I can't tell.
Am I low enough? Am I low enough to get it?
I'm gonna definitively put it in the net and put it in the net. This is happening. Yeah!
That's not a fish. That's a can of off.
Hey, our volunteer Scott. Whoa! He's getting a free pass. All right. Oh man. All right. So jumping into our next activity here. Let me get all the players up for the game that we call Sun. So,
I beat you to it, John.
As always.
My wife Madeline and I recently watched that show Yellowstone, and I don't know. Has anybody seen that show?
Yes.
Good. Well, if you haven't, you should. It was good.
We didn't believe people, and they were right.
So, but in that show, there's always cowboys giving old cowboy advice to people in old cowboy ways. So they always somebody saying like, "Son, in this life, there's sharks and there's minnows, and if you don't know which one you are, you ain't a shark." Right? I always say stuff like that, you know. So I thought, let's turn that into a game. So we did. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to give suggestions, and they're going to have to come up with old cowboy-based life advice based on that suggestion. So let's say, for example, the suggestion was shoes. Somebody say shoes.
Shoes.
So it might be like, son, life is like a shoe. You got to find people you like to talk to. You got to be able to converse. Yeah,
They're gonna love this game.
it's a kind of shoe. It's a kind of shoe. I mean, come on. You think you're gonna come out to Mayport without hearing some shoe puns? So, that's how the game is gonna work. If you like dad jokes, you're gonna love this game. If you don't like dad jokes, too bad. So, from anybody in this section over here. Shout out for me, just another job that we haven't explored in the show yet.
Teacher.
A teacher, all right. Son, life is like a teacher. All right, players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Son, life is like a teacher. You gotta really watch what you're doing. You gotta keep both eyes open. Open up those pupils.
Son, life's like a teacher. In this life, you ain't got nothing if you ain't got class. Yeah. Son, life is like a teacher. You gotta live it to the fullest, 'cause you only get one life and there ain't no substitute. That was funny.
Son, life is like a teacher. All right, it's not about what you do every day. It's about your heart. It's about your principle.
That's the teacher joke. Yeah, come on. Life is like a teacher. From anybody over here, what's something you go to the store and you buy a certain kind of a product? What kind of a product is that?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Son, life is like toilet paper. All right, here we go.
Son, life's like toilet paper. You do it right and you get on a roll.
Son, life's like toilet paper. Sometimes you gotta be hard and sometimes you gotta be angel soft.
Son, life is like toilet paper. Gotta go up, get yourself a job, but you gotta get out there. 2-ply.
Now, son, I lived a lot of life. I had a lot of babies. I know a lot of things, and I'll tell you one thing what life is like. It's like toilet paper. There's only one way to get forward in this life, and that's to be charming.
Yeah, son, life is like toilet paper. You may be tired, but you gotta fight that. You just gotta accept that sometimes you're gonna be wiped.
All right, life is kind of like toilet paper, you know? Yeah, I feel it, I hear that right here. All right, somebody give me something that costs a good chunk of change, something that's not cheap.
Living room set.
A living room set. Son, life is like a living room set. All right, players, here we go.
Son, life's like a living room set. You raise your kids, you teach them right. The ones that ends up being a lazy boy.
Son, life is like a living room set. You know what I mean by that, and if you pretend like you don't, I key ya.
Son,
Life is like a living room set. You gotta get out of the big city. Get out in the woods. Go to the beach. You gotta get away from man-made structures, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't furniture.
Yeah.
For nature. You'll figure it out on the way home.
Son, let me tell you about life, and let me couch it in terms that you'll understand. Life might be hard, but that's only so far.
Sonny boy, life is like a living room set.
Yeah.
A bunch of, like all that stuff in your living room, son. Do it right. Be a star. And all you'll hear is chairs. Oh yeah, here we go. All right.
Son, life is like a living room set. You may think that you shouldn't live life to the fullest for whatever reason, but I'm telling you, you oughta, man.
Hey.
I was under you. Give it up. It's the ottoman really ties the room together and the life. All right, players, get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing up here? All right, for the next game, I need 2 players up on stage. All right. Hey, Steve. You know how I said that we live stream this show? Well, there's people watching on the internet right now, leaving suggestions in the chat. Steve, if there's any suggestion in the chat that really tickles your fancy.
Lizard purse?
Lizard purse.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say lizard person. You stopped right before it got interesting. No, I'm kidding. I love it. So the suggestion is lizard purse. In the game of free for all freeze, these two are going to do a scene. At any time, any of the other players can shout out, "Freeze!" And they have to freeze in whatever position they're currently in. The person who shouted that out can tag out a player, assume their position, and start a brand new scene justifying that position. Or they can tag people out and just add themselves to the stage picture. So, in the game of free for all freeze, with the suggestion of a lizard purse, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Freeze frame!
Oh my gosh, Margaret, I love your new purse here. Is that a Prada?
No, it's actually an iguana. It's specially, I brought it down in the key.
Freeze! Where's this boy you say you like, baby? You said you're bringing a boy home and he's gonna take you to the prom?
Yes, that's right.
Mama don't like that one bit.
I'm trying to use my mind and my clairvoyance to figure out where he is.
Lois Lane, there's something I need to let you know.
Let me let go of all these newspapers. Yes?
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Freeze! I'm trying to get over the fence to you, but you're not strong enough.
You're not strong enough to get over the fence. You're
Freeze!
Hey man, get on your jet ski. I'm not gonna wait for you. Here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. My handlebars are reversible.
Freeze! Bum, 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 bum.
Is that a bird? Is that a plane?
Bum, ba-da.
Freeze! Get on your foot. Get on your foot. Don't worry, Mom. I'm gonna go get some water from the well. All right, let's pump some water. Freeze!
You can't make me cheat at hopscotch. I know what I'm doing.
You don't understand. This is a very competitive sport. You have to cheat, otherwise there's no way to win.
It's full contact hopscotch now.
No!
grabbed my leg. I was in risk of injury. I feared for my
We
life.
need to win this hopscotch competition.
Please? Guy, that egg is now gone.
Now nobody has to spend the money. See that Superman movie? And you've
The one
seen
where
it.
Superman figures out that he's Superman about mid-flight.
And man, you can't crush an egg just one hand. It's not possible. All right, so that brings us to a very important part of our show, and that is in just a moment. We're going to go to our brief intermission. During intermission, you got some choices. Our bathrooms are right over there. There's one to the right, one to the left. So go visit the bathrooms, or go visit Steve at the bar. Just make sure that when you talk to Steve, you appreciate Steve in a way that Steve will appreciate, and in a way that if you invest wisely, will appreciate over time. You know what I mean? Tip Steve, because Steve comes to us from a federal work release program, and he's got a real temper. So there's only one way to keep him calm. So anyway, during intermission, you can spend money over at Steve. Whatever you do, don't spend any money in the bathrooms. But we will see you after this very brief intermission.
professionals are the gnat. Say what? Oh, drat.
A do-rap, rap, a do-rap, rap.
Oh, he is P-H, fat.
A do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap. Next time up, Johnny goes splat. A do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap.
Say what? You bet I will do that. Say what? And I agree, use the rhyme. Yeah, but don't call me a do-rap.
Johnny is out All right. This brings us to our final round. What's that one syllable name we've not yet used?
Sam.
Sam. Sam. All right, here we go. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, go.
Now it's time to rent the name Sam.
A do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap. Recently visited Hoover Dam.
A do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap.
Say what?
So much glam.
Say what?
Yes, ma'am.
Say what?
I did it, bam.
Do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap. Oh, he has relatives, a big fam.
A do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap. They get together and they like to eat clam. A do-rap, rap, rap, a do-rap, rap.
Say what? Oh man, he eats the yam. Say what? He also has a storied past that we should all consider.
Sorry, no, Dave is out of there. Jared is the winner. All right, give it up for Jared, everybody. All right, so there's somebody watching the show right now here in the audience who's like, I wanted to volunteer in the first half, but I didn't do it. I missed my chance. It's the only chance I'd ever get. Well, guess what? You got another chance. Right. So there's anybody here who would like to raise their hand and volunteer for your last chance to volunteer for the evening? No, what I'm saying, anybody at all who wants to. All right, come get up here. Come on out here. We already know this young fellow. This is Elijah, everybody. Big fan. Elijah's in our high school improv club, so yeah. If you know a high schooler, someday they could be just like Elijah. So you're going to play the game of 3 rooms with the players. So come on over there. They'll explain the game to you, and while I explain the game to all of you. Actually, first, let me just assign the rooms here. So let me get my first 2 players up.
Me and Jared.
All right. For these 2, give me. If this place was not an improv comedy theater, if it wasn't a smoky bar called the Brass Anchor, what would this place be?
A room for an AA meeting.
What makes you think it isn't already?
All right, so your suggestion is an AA meeting. All right, good. I know the next 2 players up. All right. Okay, so imagine a much smaller room than this. What goes on? What kind of stuff goes on in that room?
Pet grooming.
What's that?
Pet grooming.
A pet grooming salon. All right, very good. And our last 2, which is going to be Dave and Elijah, give me something, a place where someone's got more stature than the other people there, like a teacher and the students, or
A courthouse.
a courtroom. Very good. So, in the game of 3 rooms, what's going to happen is we're going to start in our first room, which was
AA meeting.
an AA meeting. And at some point, I'm going to say switch, and then we're going to go to our next room, which is the pet grooming. And that room has to start their scene using the last line of dialogue from the previous scene. And they have to somehow make that last line of dialogue fit into their situation. And then I will say switch, and then we will go to the courtroom. And whatever the last line of dialogue was in that scene has to be the first line of dialogue in the courtroom. And we're going to keep going round the corner, making these lines make sense in the situations that's coming up next. All right, so the last thing I'll say while Dave continues explaining the game is if you're watching the show, let me ask you this. Who here would say that your client-facing and interpersonal communications in your workplace are exactly perfect? Sounds like you could use an applied improvisation training. So visit our website. You just do you could use a classical team building, a morale raiser for the workplace, where we come in and we teach the skills of improv and get everyone laughing and having a good time. Or we can do a more specific thing, something maybe for the salespeople to improve their communication skills, fly off the cuff a little bit more, interpersonal, inter-office communications, all kinds of stuff we can do. If any of that is useful to you, visit our website, firstcoastcomedy.com. All right, but first, we need to get going here on the game of three rooms with our first scene, an AA meeting. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
All right, give it up for that.
We're losing our space, Jared. You know, it's been a long time that we've been doing meetings here. That last meeting was great, but this old building here that we've been meeting in, it's getting torn down, and I'm not going to be able to lead the AA meetings here anymore.
Oh, man, and I guess I'll take the safe that has all my accomplishment tokens home with me tonight.
I don't know why you kept that here.
Well, it motivates me to keep coming back to marvel in the wealth of my accomplishments.
I've been so grateful for your partnership in this. I mean, you know, you've been doing this with me for 10 years, and we've become really good friends. I'm just disappointed that it had to end like this.
I am too. It is a great shame after all the success that I personally have achieved. But, you know, I'm sure wherever you go next, you're bound to get one of those tokens.
I hope so.
I hope so. Switch.
I hope so. I hope Fluffy enjoys her haircut as much here as she did at the last place.
Oh, Fluffy will be perfectly safe right here in our little boudoir for dogs and cats. So Buffy is going to sit here. We're going to groom her out, and she will get the Fernado treatment.
Fluffy is my life. You understand how important she is to me?
All of the pets that are brought here are very important to us. Most of them. There's iguanas involved. So, yes.
My Fluffy is going to be near iguanas?
We're in Florida.
We're in Florida. Switch.
We're in Florida, Judge, and the only makes sense is your trusted bailiff that I now retire.
Really?
Yeah, it's that time, you know. My parents moved down to Florida. Now I'm down here. And I just wanted you to be the first to know because you've been such a gracious judge towards me.
Have I? Yes, I've been a great judge towards you.
You seem to be lacking confidence, Judge. I haven't seen this side of you.
Yeah. So can you how do I do my job? I need you. Don't leave me, please.
Don't leave me, please.
Don't leave me, please. I've been running these meetings, but nobody knows that I've never gotten a chip for myself. You have to stay. You've got to take me wherever you're taking the safe.
Well, I'm sorry, Steph. Well, you know what? All right, you come along. I guess every AA superstar needs a sidekick.
Yeah, AA superstars, that's what they call us. Listen.
Sorry, my legs are so heavy from all these tokens.
That's gotta be really hard.
That's gotta be really hard. Switch.
That's gotta be really hard for you to chew on that collar, Fluffy. I'm trying to help you, little buddy.
She's panicking. She's panicking.
We're just trying to get her under control. This is the meanest Doberman Chihuahua mix we've ever dealt with.
I'm not sure that I should be paying for this.
I'm not sure I should be paying for this.
I'm not sure I should be paying for this, for you to leave me. I haven't paid you for years and years to just leave me and let me do my own job.
Oh, Judge, I appreciate the bond that we've developed here. I hope you understand that I'm not retiring because I'm trying to make you pay for anything. It's my time to go and live my dream of moving to Palatka. You're welcome to come anytime.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll have a party celebrating my retirement. How is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna retire too. I'm retiring early. I'm retiring with you. we're gonna be tied together. Let's go to wherever you just said.
Wow!
Yes.
Wow, switch!
Ooh, wow. Your house is much bigger than I expected, and I don't remember giving you all those tokens. But it's beautiful here. Thanks for bringing me. That's just a big old pile. You know, I'm starting
That's just a big old pile, switch!
That's just a big old pile. That's not my dog.
Things have gone wrong. It's not normal for most animals to poo that much, but it's there you go. Okay, back together.
I told you how important she was, and now look at her.
Look at the floor. It's not doing any better.
She's a shell of her former self.
After that, yeah, she would be.
After that, yeah!
After that, yeah. And what I mean by saying that is after that whole relationship that we had as judge and bailiff, after that, this is the end. Yep, I know that was a long build up to what I just said there, but I just wanted to, but I'm gonna write. I promise you, Judge. I promise you. And we can still have that retirement party.
Okay. But so I just quit my job for nothing?
You quit your job?
Yeah, we were gonna get retired together.
I didn't know you jumped to such an extreme conclusion.
Yeah, you said we were gonna retire together.
Oh!
That's the sound. Oh!
Oh! You've been at my house for like 10 minutes now, and we really needed that other place not to close because I can't handle you in this environment.
Yeah, that's very fair, and I'm still, I love your house, but I'm still skeptical. This pile of chips is reaching here. Maybe I should call the police.
Maybe I should call the police, switch.
Maybe I should call the police. You're running a front here. You're stealing people's souls when you steal their pets and you make them sad and cry.
I'm a dog groomer, and it kind of works that way with every one of them. They don't want to be strapped down and tornadoed.
Switch!
All right, you've had way too much to drink at this retirement party.
And that's time! Give it for Elijah, everybody! Good goal, Elijah. All right. I tell you what, this brings us to an important part of our show, and this is our very last game of the show. But it's also the most difficult game we play here at First Coast Comedy, bar none. And as a special treat for this game, we have a special guest player who's going to join us. Somebody who just happens to be sitting in the audience. It's one of our professional players here at First Coast Comedy. It's Josh! Everybody give him a I just saw him in the audience. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make him be in the show. All right, so for this game, I got to send two players out of the room. Who am I sending out? All right, it's going to be Dave versus Dan. Everyone say, get out of here, Dave and Dan. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, Dave and Dan. All right, so I need some activities from all of you. From anybody over here, give me an activity that takes several people to accomplish, like building a treehouse or
IKEA furniture.
Oh, I heard two good ones. So the first one is playing the game of Monopoly. The second one is assembling IKEA furniture. All right, well, you can decide what the furniture is. All right, so, and a third activity, give me a sport.
Field hockey.
Field hockey. Very good. All right, and give me an indoor activity.
Rubber band dancing.
Rubber band, what is that? So everything's, okay, I appreciate your creativity. I want to say that. I want to say that's the right spirit to show up this show with. However, we need real activities.
Washing dishes.
Okay, washing the dishes. Very good. Yeah. Give it up for everybody. All right. So what was that first activity?
Play Monopoly, Alex.
They're playing Monopoly, but I'm going to say instead of pieces on the board, instead of dice, instead of rolling dice in this Monopoly, it's just going to be rubber bands. All right, their dice are rubber bands. All right. Let's see here. Instead of having pieces that they're moving around the board, they're moving something that would be much more heavy and cumbersome that you should not move around a Monopoly board. What is it?
Urns.
Urns! So the dice are rubber bands, and the pieces are urns. When you play Monopoly, you got to play with like 5 other people. So give me maybe the cast of a television show, like not Friends, but a show like Friends, or any television show.
Gilligan's Island.
Okay, they're playing with the cast of Gilligan's Island. All they have is rubber bands and urns. Be the much later seasons of Gilligan's Island, and it's just Gilligan and the captain left. All right, what was the next activity?
Assembling furniture.
They're assembling IKEA furniture. All right, so let's see here. Normally when you assemble IKEA furniture, the thing that you're putting together is a couch or a table or a TV stand or something. But they're putting something together they do not sell at IKEA because it wouldn't make sense to be a thing that you would put together. Like
Barbed wire?
They're putting together a barbed wire fence. They got their IKEA barbed wire fence. And let's see here. There are instructions that they're reading. Usually get an IKEA out of the box, and there's like all these instructions on paper you got to read out of. But their instructions are written on something else, like a tire or something that wouldn't make sense.
A brick.
Just written on a brick. It's just sounding more like a prison activity. All right. I don't know how many of you have ever assembled IKEA furniture, but it says right on the packaging, never assemble. Actually, they give you tools to do it with. That's why they put in the box, they put tools. But the tools they put in this box are something small and unhelpful.
The Monopoly pieces.
Okay, well, that's a great idea. We don't want to mix them up too much. That actually would be an advantage to the players. Give me something that would be like not
straw.
Used. What's that?
A straw.
A straw, like a drinking straw. All right, so their tools are a drinking straw. All right, what's the next thing?
Field hockey.
They're playing field hockey. So let's see here. Let's see. With field hockey, that's the one where there's like a ball, right? And you're on like pavement. Is that right?
No, it's in a field.
It's in a field. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, but there is a ball. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So instead of the field hockey ball, it's something alive.
Hedgehog.
It's a hedgehog. Very good.
A what?
A hedgehog. All right. And instead of a field hockey stick,
Machetes.
the machetes.
Are you hateful?
They're chasing hedgehogs with machetes, calling it field hockey. Instead of playing against a team of field hockey players, they're playing against a bunch of what kind of fictional creatures?
Pirates.
A bunch of pirates. Okay. There's pirates running around with the other team, and they're chasing hedgehogs with a machete in field hockey. All right. What's the next thing?
Final activity is washing dishes.
They're washing the dishes. All right. The dishes they're washing. Hey, Steve, is there anything in the chat that utterly delights you?
Yes. Mount Everest?
Okay, so every dish is Mount Everest. They're just washing a mountain of Mount Everests. They're not using dish soap to wash Mount Everest, because that'd be crazy. They're washing it with a concept or an idea, like love or sadness or...
Anger.
Anger. They're washing Mount Everest with anger. And let's see here. They're not doing this in a sink. They're washing Mount Everest you see how the game works. It can be anything you want it to be. What is it?
Regret.
Well,
You said anything.
yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. The sink is regret. The soap is anger. And the dishes are Mount Everest. I regret not clarifying further. But that was great. It's going to be so good. All right, so that's all the suggestions. So give it up for yourselves, everybody. All right, so here's what just happened. We just created a bunch of very bizarre activities. And in a moment, we're going to have to call those two back in here. And they are going to have to not only guess what these activities are, they actually have to do these bizarre activities. And they have to get them to not only guess what they are, but they have to get them to perform them. To make it even more difficult, they can only give them hints and clues using two tools. Those tools are gibberish and mime. So gibberish is gobbledygook nonsense. It doesn't actually mean anything. Habba-dibba scuba labba skiba dabba gibba dooba, like how the Minions talk or something like that. And mime is like, I'm stuck in a box. I'm pulling a rope. I'm being crushed by my theater school debt. So, and if they can successfully get them to guess them, then a bajillion million points. So. Now all you got to do is get a quick review. Hey, from Josh. Everybody.
Hey!
Josh.
Hey, everybody, it's me, a new guy. All right, the first activity is playing Monopoly. The dice are rubber bands, the pieces are urns, and they're playing against Gilligan's Island. Everybody say one. That wasn't loud enough. Say one. All right. The next thing, they're assembling IKEA furniture. The furniture is barbed wire. The instructions are a brick, and the tools are a straw. Everybody say two. All right, next they're playing field hockey. The ball is a hedgehog. The sticks are machetes, and everybody, they're playing against pirates. Everybody say arr! All right, the last one's washing dishes. The dishes are Mount Everest. The soap is anger, and the sink is regret. Everybody say woo! Woo!
Give it a shot, everyone.
And you want to see more, Josh? You should come back at 9:30 for the late show.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the late show. All right, so now what we gotta do is go call the players back in here so we can play. So we could shout out anything we want to get their attention. What do we shout out? Yee-hoo! I heard two things. I heard pina colada and yee-hoo! So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go pina colada, yee-hoo! That's what we're all gonna do that, and then they get to wonder why we did that. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pina colada, yee-hoo! And give me one quick noise in your ears, everybody. All right, so you were outside in our soundproofed Mayport Road.
Yeah.
So just to make sure you didn't hear anything, please put up your right hands. And then to make it extra truthy, put up your left hands. And now high five each other. Excellent, good. All right, so I tell you what, Dan, you were going to go first in this game. So in the game of 4 things, the players can do whatever thing they want, leaving the other team with whatever remains. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Audience, give them some encouragement, everybody.
Ding dong! Ooh! Ding ding ding! Ooh!
Again, stand right there. Look straight forward. What are you doing?
I am playing a board game.
Who specifically? What board game?
Monopoly.
Hey!
And the pieces that I move around the board are in urns.
Yes.
The dice is a rubber band. And I am playing against the cast of Gilligan's Island. Woo, that was close.
I could see Dave knew it was Monopoly early. All right, here we go. Activity number 2. Give him some encouragement, everybody.
Ah, Jimmy, how did it go?
Oh, Tabakarabasa, Oh, Shabakarabi Sibak Shoba. Sada Parabaraba Sibak Show, Water Taga Ponga Taba. Ponga Tabadaba. Soda Parataba Tibishi, Water Tabada, Bon Caparadi, Hurdy Bershi Bergen Turby, or some Murray Durgan Turby Derbish or Waterby, what shall Paga Taba Sabadaba, Shada Tabadabi, ooh, Sapara Toba Tabadabi, Tong, Sabishiba Tabada, ooh, Sabadabi, Sabora Tabada, oh, Sabara Tabadabi, Rigging, Sabora Tabada, Sabora Hurdy,
Keep repeating the derm,
Soda Boshora Tabada, Sabara.
It's bubbly. Oh, look at bubbly.
What you
Sora toba kabora tabakara bara bara bara. Dobo, dobo. What's the bugger? Oh, sabakara. Somebody oh, Tamakara.
Shupapa da kappa.
Oh, Simon. Oh, Shababa. Ah, yeah, but Simon, how am I got? All right.
What are you doing?
I'm building some IKEA furniture. The furniture is barbed wire.
Yeah, barbed wire fence. I'll take it.
Barbed wire fence. The instructions are a brick.
Yeah.
And my tools are a straw.
Yeah!
Monopoly.
All right, activity number 3. Give them some encouragement, everybody.
Da shamanana. Shkamana. Whoa, shamanana. Whoa.
Dan, look right there. What are you doing?
I am washing the dishes. And my dishes are a glacier.
Ooh, it's not a glacier.
No!
I gotta send it back to Dave for the steal. What are the dishes?
Mount Everest.
Yeah!
Okay.
What else do you know?
Let's see. The soap is anger.
Yeah.
And oh God, was it the scrubby?
It's not the scrubby.
Oh, I mean the sink.
Yep.
The sink. The sink is jealousy.
It's not jealousy.
Oh!
I gotta send it back to Dan. What is the sink?
The sink is guilt.
Ooh.
Oh no!
It's very, very close, but it's not guilt. It's not jealousy. What is it?
It's adultery.
I can see why you would say that.
Remorse.
Oh! I need the word.
Regret.
That's the one we call getting the gas by process of elimination. All right, so I believe this brings us to our final activity. Dave, if you can successfully get this, you are the clear winner of the game tonight. So, a lot on the line here. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
What the?
No, it's all right.
Splat. Oh, like a chibika. Ooh, ah, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
I'm playing field hockey.
Yeah.
My ball is a hedgehog. I'm playing with a machete.
That's right.
And I'm playing against a bunch of pirates.
Come on, y'all. Can you go down low? All the way to the floor?
No, we cannot. I mean, if there's anybody on the stage under 30, so we're not going to.
I just turned 30. Don't have to do me like that.
All right. So in any case, hey, give it up for everybody who volunteered tonight. So hey, if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, look at this. You might notice that there's still some empty seats in this place. Ew! Yucky! Ew! Gross! It's not always like this, but when it is, we like to remind our audiences, hey, if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, there's a lot of ways you can help us fill those empty seats. One of those is you can leave us a nice 5-star review in one of the places people do that: Google, Yelp, TripAdvisor, etc. You can also give us a like, follow, subscribe on the social medias, on Facebook, on Instagram. Definitely like, follow, subscribe our YouTube page. So on those unfortunate Fridays and Saturday nights when you can't be here, you can leave suggestions in the chat. Our YouTube page goes all the way to England. We got a really good one. It gets all the way over there.
We paid extra.
Yeah.
All of sauce.
So definitely do that. But the best form of advertisement, even in the year of our Lord 2025, is still word of mouth. So if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, please, please, please tell a friend. If for whatever reason you did not enjoy the show you saw tonight, please, please, please keep that to yourself. Nobody likes a whiner. But thank you very much. Oh, by the way, also the Late Show, the 9:30 show, if you happen to be over 21 years old and you want to see an improv show where people can use poo-poo caca words, there's a 2-for-1 deal tonight. So just go visit Becca over there at the box office stand and say, hey, Alex, there's a 2-for-1 deal. Did you hear him say that? And she'll be like, yeah, I was in the same room.
So not
it happened like 2 minutes ago. What are you telling me for? So in any case, but thank you very much. We have been First Coast Comedy. Have a great night!
All right, let's give it up to your players. Dan Midas, Jared Jackson, Madeline Grindeland, Johnny Kalinowski. Your winner tonight, Dave Logan. Hey, wait a minute. I forgot about Josh Johnson. Sorry, Josh. All right, and your host, Alex
losing your mind. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it. You got it all, believe it. When you fold it up, oh, if you fold it up, hey, time it out, me not time, cause this is Africa. Time it out, me not this time for Africa. This time for Africa. This time for Africa.
So we know